Hi, so this is gonna be just kind of like my overall takeaways and just kind of like describing my experience of the health psychology course. So, how or will you combat stress and discern problem focus from emotion focused coping in the future? So, with the tools I've been given from health psychology, I think the best way for personally myself to combat stress is to take a step away from my problem, analyze what is exactly stressing me out, write that down, and at night, this is what I've been doing, just kind of like meditating on that and just having a kind of mindset reset of like, is this what I truly need to be stressing about? Is this truly like helping me in any way? And obviously, there are some things that are stressful and like can't really be resolved by doing that. And in those times, there's nothing else you can really do except for I give it to God, taking a walk through exercise, just being with people I love, being with my dog. Those are kind of like my favorite ways to combat stress and discern my problems. So, in regards to emotion focused coping, um, I kind of learned that whenever I did my stress log assignment, that in order to discern if it's just emotional stress, I kind of highlighted on that. I take the time to analyze it instead of just like getting really stressed out for no reason, and just focus in and realize if it's really like worth stressing or if I'm just really emotional, um, depending on like my environment, if there's been a lot of things going on, or if I'm on my period, anything like that. Okay, the next question is, did you achieve your health goals? So this semester, I think I actually did, but in a different way than I thought. I kind of highlighted on this. I struggled with an eating disorder last year, and my main goal was to kind of not only recover, but change my mindset behind like my issues with food. And I believe this year, just by going to therapy, and a lot of it honestly was like combating stress, because that stress ties in with eating disorders. um, and I feel like I am not completely 100% like finished, but I feel like I have recovered, and I have such a different mindset shift regarding food, regarding health, fitness, and everything, that I feel like I did achieve those health goals. The next question: what have you learned about yourself? Has your sense of self changed from the first day of class to now? I feel like I've learned about myself that I cannot tackle on too many things at once. I need to kind of take things segmented day by day. If I just have so much on my plate and I don't kind of like organize it out, then I'm not going to get things done, and it'll just lead to a breakdown. So that's kind of what I learned about myself. And has my sense of self changed from my first day of class to now? I feel like yes and no. My sense of self, I feel like my confidence has 100% grown from the first day of class because of just a lot of things that I've faced this semester. Um, like trying not to rant about my life. So yes, I would say so. And no, and that I still feel like I'm the same person as I am. I just feel like I've grown in different ways, but I still think I have like the same core values and beliefs as a person. Um, how do you plan to continue to become the best version of yourself at the end of the semester and beyond? So I feel like I kind of highlighted this previously in my flip book, but I feel like I am a very all or nothing person, and so if I'm not doing everything perfect, then I'm like, wow. I'm sorry, that's my dog. I'm like, wow, you're a failure. You're not doing it, and that's not true, because just because I'm not doing 100 perfect things at once doesn't mean that I am like failing at anything. It's just at some points you're going to be excelling at things, and at other points you're not going to. So I feel like in order to be the best version of myself, I just need to take a lot of the pressure I have off of myself, because it's not coming from anyone else but myself. It's not coming from professors, it's not coming from my parents, it's not coming from my friends. It's all myself and what I'm putting on myself. So I think just taking that load off myself and knowing like, hey, you're doing a good job. You are facing a lot. Like you're doing good in life. And just like comparison with others is something I also really struggle with. So just focusing on those things and like just doing a lot of self-reflection. What did you learn that was the most impactful and why? This is the last question. I think just overall kind of learning the ways in which I handle stress. And I know I've touched on this throughout this video, but I feel like that was the most impactful. I wrote about this in my like health psychology course review on the previous slide of the flip book. But the stress log assignment was genuinely like eye-opening for me. Just in learning like all of those little things and the reason why at the end of the day I'm like, oh my god, I'm so stressed, but it's really like, okay, it's these few things that were stressing me out and like we can tackle those. It doesn't have to be this like huge like blow up at the end of the day. It's because I didn't take the time to like analyze why exactly I was stressed. I didn't like focus in on those. So I feel like we touched a lot about that in class, and I loved that there was like an open discussion between stress, like anxiety, mental health issues, and all of that. And just like being able to talk about that in an open space and in a class that it's not taboo was just really helpful for my brain to just kind of like know that other people are going through that and that it's very normal. So yeah, thanks.